Drew Brees joins me. Of course, he didn't play in this game, the fourth game he's missed this season. But Drew, this is the first loss you've seen since being out. How tough was it to watch this one?
Well, we just got off to such a slow start. Obviously offensively, weren't able to get any points there in the first half. They put together some good drives offensively on their side of the ball. Obviously, they got the big run there at one point as well. So tough putting yourself in a 17-0 hole, But I think I can tell you about this team. We everybody came in the locker room and a lot of guys talking, but everybody knew exactly what needed to be done, and it wasn't an overreaction. It was just simply everyone go out there and do your job, and we'll be right back in this thing. Obviously, there's a great sense of urgency, because you only have one half of football and you're down 17 points. But we certainly took advantage. Those first two drives got two touchdowns and made it close, but unfortunately just didn't take enough advantage of the opportunities there down the stretch to take the lead and win the game.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I mean, this team was down 17-0, Drew, but you fight back, come within a field goal, and it looked like the game was all the momentum was in the Saints' favor. You've led so many second-half comebacks for the Saints. Was there any advice you've given to Taysom? I know you've tried to kind of have a middle ground with him and let him play, but give him advice when he asks for it. But were there points in this game in the second half where he leaned on you and you talked about what to do in situations?
Yeah, a lot of it was just, my advice to him was just, hey, take what they give you. I felt like they were playing relatively conservative, just requiring a lot of just underneath completions. Obviously, Taysom was able to hit Emmanuel Sanders on the big play off the naked action there for that second touchdown that we scored in the third quarter, which was big, obviously. But other than that, felt like obviously they were just being a bit more conservative, didn't want to give up the big play. And so, my advice to him the whole time was, hey, be patient, just take the checkdowns, take the completions, move the football, possess the ball, convert third downs, let's go get points,
Absolutely. Well, let's get to you and your current situation. You've given me a progress report every week since you've been out. How do you feel compared to maybe a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago at this point?
Each week I feel better. Each day, I obviously have a plan in place as to, the benchmarks that I need to hit in order to get to where I know that I can play and play effectively for this team. And all I can say is I'm close.
You say you're close, but it's different than the thumb, Drew, obviously, from last year. It's a whole different injury. Are you able to attempt to throw the football? Is that part of the benchmark? Is that part of the plan and the rehab process at all?
Yeah. I think there's a recovery element. There's a strength element that goes into that, and I'll know when that time comes.
Kansas City is on the horizon. I know the competitor in you. There's a sense that you obviously don't want to miss any game, but this is a big game, a big challenge for this football team with the defending Super Bowl champs coming. I know you love to play in this game. Is there extra motivation knowing the opponent is of this stature coming into the Superdome?
Yes. Every game's important, but obviously, I think just where we are in our journey, as a team, obviously there's a lot to play for each and every week, and you get to play against arguably one of the best teams in the NFL right now in the Chiefs, with one of the best quarterbacks. So it's a great challenge. And if you love football, you love these kind of challenges.
Do you have to temper your enthusiasm, though? You have to meet the benchmarks, but also knowing this is a game you don't want to miss. Is there a medium you try to reach? Because obviously your health is paramount right now.
Yeah, listen, it's a step-by-step process, and I'm trusting that process.
This team hasn't lost in over 2 months to the Green Bay Packers, who took over the 1 seed. There's still some football left to be played, but how do you expect this team to rebound, Drew? Because you guys haven't lost in a while.
Yeah, listen, we have to, and the moments throughout the season, you hope that they come in victories, with kind of that battle-tested, mindset and attitude where, hey, you win some close games early on. We had 2 out of 3 overtime games that we won there in the month of October that were, I think, big for just our confidence and created some momentum for us, and winning in a lot of different ways with a lot of guys banged up at times, I think, helped us to feel battle tested as well. unfortunately, a game like this, man, you'd love to find a way to win it, but you have to be able to draw from every game that you play in, win or lose, and learn lessons that will help you carry forward in the future.
Drew, final question. You say you're close. Is there, and you have benchmarks, is there a point during the week where you'll know whether you'll play or not, or do you even figure that out at this point right now? Because you've been through this process now for a few weeks.
Yes, I'll know.
Okay.
I'll
All
know.
right. We'll keep it at that. Well, listen, safe travels back home. Hope you have a quick recovery and possibly see you next week. But as always, I appreciate your time, Drew.
Okay, Mike. Thanks.